Leo is a sign of creativity. Leo is a sign of creation, of fun, of play, of entertainment, of being in the spotlight, of confidence, of individuality. And when it goes retrograde in Mercury, this is us thinking about our individuality, especially with Pluto in Aquarius at this time. This is all about the collective versus the individual. We're really thinking about who we are in terms of this collective and who we are in terms of our own individuality and how that impacts the collective. We're thinking about how we want to express ourselves, what mediums, what methods of expression truly suit who we are and what we wish to put out into the world, because Leo is a sign about performing in a way. So this is a time to think about, what do we want to portray? What image do we want to give? Are we resonating with the image that we have been performing? Has it truly been just a performance? Is it who we truly are? These may be questions and themes that we're going to be diving into during Mercury in Leo. Leo tends to be dramatic, so I wonder if any of the messages we're going to get today will be dramatic. I heard someone compare to Mercury Retrograde in Leo as like a CW show, and that made me laugh. So we're just going to see what messages we're going to get today. I am so excited. As you can see, pile 1 has Kali Ma. Pile 2 has, let's see if this will focus, has this beautiful angel coin. This angel coin. Let's see. This angel coin. It's very shiny in person. I don't know why it's not focusing, but it's very shiny in person. On pile 2, we have this pocket watch. On pile 2, we have this pocket watch. Okay. It has some sort of a griffin. I don't know if you can see, but it has actually like a mermaid tail, and it looks like a griffin with a mermaid tail. If anyone knows what kind of animal this is, let me know. And then on pile 4, we have this beautiful heart pendant with a red ruby droplet. Okay. All right, so tap into your intuition and see which pile is resonating with you right now. It's totally okay if you choose multiple piles. That just means that there's more messages for you today, or there's a deeper understanding that will come with multiple piles. So take your time, pause if you need to, and we're going to start with pile 1. So I will see you in the reading. Hello, pile 1. We are going to dive right in after I say that you chose Kali Ma, and she is a very powerful goddess. She is a dark goddess. She is fear itself. She is a goddess that works in shadow, in darkness, in depth, in death. She breaks patterns, she breaks chains, she breaks the ego even. Limiting patterns our ego keeps us in, but she also severs ties to things that are harmful to us. She severs ties to shame, because she is a goddess that is very good to work with if you have bodily shame, if you have shame over how others have treated you, abused you. She's a goddess that relinquishes that tie. And oftentimes, the way she works in our life can be very painful because she represents shadow work. And shadow work is often when we dive into parts of ourselves that are hidden, that need to be brought to the light and resurfaced in order to be implemented into our being. I would love to make a video on shadow work. I could really go in depth forever, but Shadow work can be very painful. It can feel like depression. It can feel like heartbreak, because we're confronting the things that hurt us, that made us hide our light, or deem our light as actually darkness, if that makes sense. And what she does is she clears that up. She says, no, what you think is dark about you is actually the light. And sometimes what you think is light about you is actually what needs to be severed in a way. So her mouth and her tongue is red to represent her truth, and her tongue is always out to represent how wild and untamed she is. And this third eye here represents how she sees what is best for us. She's a very protective, motherly figure, and she does not stand for any sort of injustice. So, we're going to look at our tarot cards first. So we have the Hanged Man upright, the Page of Cups upright, and then the Two of Pentacles upright. Pile 1. There has been a stagnancy, a period of inaction that you wish to get out of. You don't like it. Whatever it is, you feel as though you don't deserve to be in this period of inaction. You would like nothing more than to get out of it, to be honest. Because when this card is upright, the Hanged Man is surrendering to his state, because he knows that he will be enlightened from it. But when it's in reverse, it's almost like I've seen all I've needed to see. I don't see why I'm still in this pain. I don't see why I'm in this pain, that I'm in this inaction, because I see the truth already, and now I'm just stuck. It's like my mind knows what I want, but my body can't take action. And I feel like there's things that are piquing your interest, things that are piquing your imagination. And you're just like, I feel like you're weighing the pros and cons of taking action on whatever dreams you're coming up with, or whatever goals or ideas. You're kind of figuring out, what should I do about this? How should I pursue this? Because you want to pursue it, you want to do something, but you feel like your hands are tied in some way, like you're stuck, you're all tied up, and yet your mind is working so hard. It's like I've gotten to this point in my life where I see everything so clearly around me, and I've got myself. Why can't I move? Why can't I get out of this period of inaction? I've achieved some sort of balance. I did this period of inaction, and now I have more balance than I did before. That could also be a message for you. Like, I have achieved balance, and I'm ready to act on things that make me feel creative, alive again. Like my dreams could come true. It's like maybe a dream you had as a little kid. You're just like, I can finally act on this. I'm gonna look at your clarifier. All right, we have the Three of Cups reversed. Let's see if you can see everything. I know it just got kind of dark outside. We have the Three of Cups reversed. Okay. Pile 1, take this only if it resonates, but you might not know how to trust people. You might be going back and forth like, can I trust the people that this dream is involving? Because in the past, it's almost been like I was persecuted and executed by others. I don't know why, because the Hanged Man, I mean, it's the Hanged Man, right? It kind of comes off like capital punishment at the hands of others. But it's in reverse. You're over this. You're over this time of inaction, but at the same time, there's something about the company involved with this thing that you aren't sure you can trust. You're not sure if they are your people. There's something about you that doesn't exactly fit in with them. And that kind of goes with Mercury and Leo retrograde. It's like me as an individual. How do I fit into this larger group? And I feel like part of you is like, I'm so tired. Part of me is so tired because I've done nothing but this inner work. I've done so much inner work. And yet I'm ready to go forward, but I'm so tired and I need people to take care of me while I'm going through this. I need people to have my back. I need people to I'm hearing slow down. I need people to slow down. You're scared that they're judging you. You're scared that these people are judging you and that they're laughing at you. But they're actually not. They're actually more concerned about you than you think. Okay, we have the Page of Cups here. They may not have these really deep concerns about you, like to the point that you really need. Like you might need someone to really be like, how are you doing? Because it seems like you've just been gone for so long. I haven't seen you, or like, I know you're going through something really uncomfortable. But instead, they're just kind of like, they're just worried, but not in that really deep way. And I feel like that's really hard for you because you need somebody to be like, you need someone to be there for you, but at the same time, you're scared of being seen as weak. You're scared of people looking at you as though you're little when you've done so much work on yourself. And if you don't resonate with that, then I'm going to say this. If you're worried about people judging you, seeing you as weak, seeing you as immature, know that their opinion isn't worth as much as you think. And it's actually just draining your energy more and being in this inactive position more because of your fear. It's actually pushing you out of balance. Okay, this is making a lot of sense now. You may be pushed out of balance, and that's why you're still in this position. You're in this period of inaction, but it's really hard for you to be balanced because you're afraid of how people are going to see you. You're afraid that people don't understand you, and you're putting too much worth in what they think. You are an individual with a beautiful imagination, beautiful ideas, immense creativity. And it's okay to take time to understand what you're going through and not worry that other people are just going to drop you. Okay? Because what you think of you is more important. What you think of you is more important than what other people think of you. If you need to take a break from people because their sensitivity isn't matching yours, that's okay. If people are rejecting you, people might be rejecting you, people might be condemning you even though you don't deserve it. But you don't deserve that because your heart is actually in a very lighthearted, beautiful place. I have a feeling that you're just trying to heal and balance yourself and be around lighthearted energy in a way. But that's hard because you've been through such heavy stuff lately. At the hands of others, maybe. I hope this is all making sense. I'm getting a lot of messages. Or it's like, I've been through really hard stuff. Now I'm just looking to relax. And yet I feel misunderstood because I've been through really hard stuff. And no one understands that. So then it's like, I can't just be fun and loving because they don't understand that I've been in this period. Okay, I'm kind of seeing a mismatch of energy here, pile one. If you're trying to be lighthearted and carefree and move on in your life, really excited, really ready to take action towards your ideas, put yourself into balance, and yet you're afraid to do that because you feel like no one has this deep hurt that you've been through, or no one understands that deep hurt that you've been through. That's kind of contrasting because it's like, how can you be carefree and lighthearted when people are always talking about what's been getting you down? Does that make sense? It's almost like I don't want to talk about the heavy things, but yet I need people to understand the heavy things. And I'm not going to come around until they understand the heavy things that I'm not willing to talk about, and they're not willing to discuss either. So there's a mismatch here. One side is like, I want to be happy, and the other side is like, I want to be deeply understood. If people aren't in that position to meet you there, and you're in this position where you want to move on from it anyways, then something's got to give. And that might resonate with you, that might not resonate with you. I know that was a ton of messages in a span of 10 minutes, but let's get some clarifiers, okay? Wow, so we have 111, take action. Hope, new beginnings, fresh starts, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. Okay. So you may have been through a spiritual awakening. It's like you see the truth now. It's a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Okay, so I'm getting something else that I didn't mention in the beginning. You know what you want to accomplish, and you may have been trying to balance a bunch of different responsibilities and a bunch of different things that you want to do that light up your creativity. But at the same time, it's been really hard to take action because you've been in this state of enlightenment and inaction as you've enlightened for so long. And now you kind of feel like, does anyone even understand me? Does anyone even understand what I've been through? Part of you, I mean, when we're in a state of being enlightened, when we are enhancing our enlightenment and getting closer to spirit, usually it's something that's done in private. Usually it's a very solitary experience, especially doing shadow work, which I'm assuming like that's why you chose Kali Ma, was shadow work in some way. That is usually a process that makes you extremely sensitive, and also it's so private, it almost has to be done alone. And so now it's like maybe you don't even know how to be around other people after going through this. But I'm getting the feeling that they're not judging you, they love you, and they just want to see you again. The way to break out of this period of inaction is to take action one way or another. Either you need to spend more time with yourself alone, or you need to go out and accomplish your goals. There has to be a balance between the two. But you have to take action about either side because you obviously need both right now. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so hard. You obviously need time to yourself and time with others. Oh, wow. Great central sun, unity. Become aware of ideas, consciousness, and existence beyond the unknown. Okay, what I'm getting from this is that yes, your community is out there, and this is not a time for you to hide anymore. You've done that. These people will accept you more than you think. You might be judging them wrongfully, honestly. They understand more than you know. They may have been going through things that you don't know about. It is so important for you to just get involved. Get involved. Go towards your goals because they're going to help the world in some way. But I'm getting the feeling that these people are actually people that you want around because they are your unity. They are your community. They're not going to shut you out. Okay? They aren't going to shut you out. You can be an individual. You can still be yourself in this greater collective, in this community. The world needs your gifts. The The world needs your ideas. It's time to hone in on those creative goals that you maybe have been putting off, or maybe you couldn't accomplish because you were going through such heavy shadow work. The world needs your expression. The world needs to see you doing this. Your friends need to see you doing this. Even though it hurts, even though it's like, I don't know who's gonna even understand me at this point. You'll never know unless you try. So since you chose Kali Ma, I got 2 Kali Ma Oracle cards for you. So we are gonna read those out of the book. I'm really excited. Okay, so the first one we're going to read is this one. 25 Kamala Devi. Oh my gosh, I flipped right to it. Here's the card up close. Here's the card up close. She's so beautiful. Okay. Wow, so before I read anything, this looks like the light expression of Kali. Look how light she is, and then look how dark this version of Kali is. It's almost like the balancing between the lighthearted you and then the you that is very enlightened has gone through this shadow work. Let's go ahead and read 25 Kamala Devi. And also 25 in numerology, you add unlike numbers together. So 2 plus 5 equals 7. And 7 is a number that deals with the other. It deals with spirituality. 7 represents relationships in our life. It's our house of relationships, the other. And then in numerology, 7 is very spiritual, enlightened. So this is a spiritual path that you may need to share with others as much as that scares you. And look at the lotus imagery. This is all about you blooming, because the lotus grows out of mud, and that's sort of been what you've done. Like, kind of look how this card, it almost looks like he's growing. He's growing out of the ground. He's planted. He's rooted in his enlightenment. And I think that your lotus energy needs to be shared. I'm so excited to read more. Okay, I gotta read this so we can get into this card because I'm getting stuff from this card. All right, so it says, we witness her beauty and all struggle melts into grace. Upon a grateful sigh, the heart softens into her protection and radiates peace. Her presence transforms frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give freely and joyfully. Abundant divine blessings are upon you. Okay. Fatigue into replenishment. Fatigue into replenishment. You've been through this dark time. You've been through this dark time. And now it's time for you to attract your blessings, but you can't attract these blessings if you just shut yourself away. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give freely and joyfully. I feel like you have such good karma waiting for you because you've done so much shadow work. And it's like, you gotta take a break from the shadow work because you have dreams, you have stuff to share with the world now. And you want to give those so freely, those gifts so freely. And the universe wants to give to you back. How is your soul tribe gonna find you if you keep yourself shut away? How are they going to accept you if you don't give them a chance? Sometimes people don't want to talk about their deepest hurts right away. Maybe that takes time to get to. But you have divine blessings waiting for you after this really hard period in your life, and you have to be there to receive them. But this is after so much fatigue. You're going to be coming into more energy during this Mercury retrograde season. You may be coming into more energy. Your heart may become more full. You might be ready to come into the spotlight again, or readying yourself if you need more time to yourself. I can't tell you, to just get out there. That's not how this works. I know that shadow work takes so much energy, and it's so tiring and it's exhausting, especially when you have such a big purpose. But we got this card, take action. So it's whatever you decide to do, take action towards it. If you decide to do more shadow work, you can. Take action towards that. But then understand, at some point, you're going to come out of this energy and you're going to share this with the world. You're going to share your light with the world. This is a call to action to move forward. I think you're ready to move forward. Let's read Kali Mahamaya. Kali Mahamaya. Kali Mahamaya. This is the card. Look at her reflection. Look at her reflection. This is the shadow work you've been doing. And look how red her eyes are. Her eyes aren't red like they usually are in this oracle deck. Her eyes in this card almost look like she's been crying. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been through a lot of grief. Okay, I just saw this. The central sun. This reminds me of your inner light. The central sun within you and expressing your light. Okay, let's read number 4, Kali Mahamaya. 4, I always think of 4 as a very, to me, the number 4 makes me think of self-preservation, of being at home, of emotions, dealing with your emotions, of building strength within yourself. And that's because Cancer rules over the 4th house, and Cancer kind of represents those things. So this is all about your strength. This is about you and others, you equally giving and receiving from others. So you need to find out if people are truly giving to you. I was getting that message earlier. Can they give you what you need right now? But 4 is about what you give to yourself. So, Kali Mahamaya is Kali Ma, the spiritual truth beneath all appearances, the healing waiting to be discovered in all experiences. In harmony with your higher self, she manifests the path upon which you can best learn, heal, and grow. Yeah, and that's what you've been doing. You've been healing and growing, and like I said, he's rooted, he's planted, he's growing, he's enlightened. She is unclothed, symbolizing wild, unconditioned authenticity. She is the empowerment to discard conditioning and judgments that we have worn. Judgments, exactly. Judgments towards others, or even judgments other people have had towards you. You've been taking those off of you, almost like you're stripping the costume they put on you. You're taking it off, and now it's like, who am I now? Who will accept me? Am I really who maybe this community wants me to be right now? Am I able to be that for them right now? Are they able to give me what I need right now? Cast off the fearful constraints others have imposed on you. Connecting to your authentic being will attract healing, guidance, and divine grace to you now. Okay, I said that earlier. If anyone's judging you, they don't deserve to be around you. If anyone's judging you, that's their problem. You've been through so much. You've been through so much, and the divine wants to reward you. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. You've given so much. You've given so much to people who have misjudged you. You're blooming into someone new. Are you going to take action and join the collective, or do you need more time to yourself? I feel like that is the question you need to be asking yourself right now. But no matter what you do, eventually you're going to have to share your gifts. Is it going to be now or later? Do you want people to see this raw form of you? Or do you want to be more composed when they see you? If they only accept this composed version of you, are they really for you? Or if they love this version of you, are they worth more? Are they able to handle this version of you? Or are you ready to embody this energy more? Or are you ready to balance the two? Are you ready to balance the two? Are you ready to show up as both? Because one does not negate the other. They are both powerful versions of Kali Ma. It says take action, but you're the one who really has to make the decision of to how you are going to proceed and how you are going to shine your light. Just remember that your darkness is also your light. That's what you learned in your shadow period. That you in this version is so powerful. Be with the people that accept you for your raw self. And if you're scared that they're judging you, the right people are not judging you. The wrong people are, for sure. But the right people, they see you broken and they still see you as whole. Because you see yourself as whole. And you deserve people who are going to give back to you and match your beautiful energy. But you need to take action towards your dreams if you want them to be more than just an idea. All right, bye Pile 1. I hope that this helped. Hello Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to dive right in to your messages. I have some clarifiers and then some cards we're going to start with. I do want to show you your coin in this light now that it's brighter out. Look at this, and this has an angel on it. So the messages you received today about Mercury Retrograde through Leo, it may be from your angels. So let's dive right in. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Lovers. So this is so interesting because this coin, there's a coin right here, and then there's an angel on this coin, and there's an angel right here. Something new is being presented to you. Something new has just arrived into your life. Something new is coming in, this Mercury retrograde. And this something new may have to do with a decision you need to make. And it may also do with someone that you have the potential to be in love with. The divine has given you something that matches your energy. The divine has given you a match. Someone you can be your raw, authentic self with, and they will never turn you away. And this, what's been presented to you has the ability to give you abundance of some kind. I wouldn't be surprised if you start a new relationship during this Mercury retrograde, or have some sort of healing or a freshness in an old relationship. A healing or a fresh start in an old relationship. Not like an old one, but a relationship you've been in for a while. And this is because the angels love you with this person. If this is a community, your angels love this community for you. But it's almost like this group of people, it just fell from the sky, or this person just fell from the sky. Let's get into your clarifiers. Oh wow, we have the Moon, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. It has been so hard to move on from things that happened in the past in regards to love, romance. You've been betrayed. People have condemned you for your sadness. People have condemned you for your emotions. And people have just tried to make you feel like you're not enough. And for some reason, this Mercury retrograde through Leo is going to heal that. It's going to show you this brand new cycle in your life of love. And it's going to show you that this won't happen to you again. It's going to show you just where you are wounded in regards to love and romance. I'm getting that you may have dreams that may be uncomfortable for you, because these dreams are going to have a lot to do with healing these negative things that you've been through. But your angels want you to know that love is not dangerous. Love is not meant to make you feel sad. Of course, there are ups and downs, but love is not meant to make you feel trapped, sad, and like you're not enough. Love is supposed to be like an open door. Love is an open door. Oh my gosh, I almost started singing that song. It's supposed to feel like a brand new venture in your life. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to feel holy, like you're connecting deeper to yourself. That's what love is supposed to feel like. Not like you're trying to escape yourself, not like you're in pain within your own body. Your body turned against you, your hurts turned against you, everything you've been through in your life turned against you. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to feel like you are meeting someone to compliment all that there is about you. And someone who brings this new energy to your life. You are going to receive some sort of blessing, and not just a feeling, but a concrete blessing and vision, a concrete knowing, evidence that there is love for you, that people love you, that people want you in their life. People are going to show you that. And it's going to feel like you're confronting your trauma, and you might be faced with the decision, do I trust this? Do I trust this concrete evidence, or am I going to fall into this sort of darkness I've been through previously in my life? And the angels are watching you make this decision, and angels are helping you make this decision because they know that you can heal from this. They know that you can be a stronger person from everything you've been through and not let it make you feel like you have to be alone. All right, I'm going to pull this angel number. Drama alert. Oh my gosh. We have independence, soul mission, alone time, healing, aspirations. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is a natural part of the process. Okay, pile 2. That's kind of what I was getting. There's a choice you have to make. Even though the divine is going to show you concrete evidence that you are loved, there is healing, there is deep healing that needs to take place in your soul. There are things you haven't healed from yet, and I have a feeling this was an ex who you gave them everything. You were literally the perfect partner for them, and you still weren't enough for them. I'm getting that they put you through so much, that they cheated on you. I'm getting that they tried to gaslight you, that like you were always crying over them. And now I feel like there's something new in your life that's nothing like this. Look how these cards are upright and these are in reverse, and then there's the moon that's upright. It's almost like saying you have to go inward and decide, how does this relationship make me feel? Does it make me feel like it's a match to me, like this is something brand new? Or do I feel stuck? Do I feel like I'm not enough? Do I feel like I can't embody how emotional I am and sensitive? And you need to figure this out. And this is only a decision that you can make, because the divine can send you signs. The divine can send you the most perfect relationship, but you have to choose whether or not you have the emotional capacity to go towards it. It's okay to need alone time at this time, because you are healing from very hard things. But there's a relationship that's going to be coming in, if you don't already have it, or a healing in an established relationship. It could be healing in a previous relationship. You could be healing trauma from a relationship you had before, this one that's kind of making its entrance into your life. Or maybe you're going back and healing that ex-relationship more. But independence and soul mission, whatever you decide, this is your angels trying to guide you on your soul mission. You may have trauma regarding communities. You may have had friends that treated you like this. When you were going through a really hard time in your life, they just were like, well, you're not enough for me. You've got to go through this alone. But now you have evidence that people love you and they're there for you. Some of you do, or you will meet these people. And you have to decide, are you going to let them in? And I have a feeling you might need alone time to really process this trauma. Even if you do let them in, it might hurt at first. It might hurt to let them in at first. You might need time alone to really sit with this stuff, to really sit with these feelings, to sit with this decision, because you need time to think things over and consider your options. There's a decision about a new beginning you need to make. This may be a stay or go type of thing. But you don't need to make a decision right away. You might not believe it, but you are heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a part of the natural process. Yeah, you might feel trapped right now and like you're not sure if you're enough. But you taking this time to understand yourself, it's actually divinely orchestrated, because there's something beautiful that's going to come into your life that's a direct reflection of your love. Not your hurt, your love. And you have to get, am I going to be healed enough to accept this? So pay attention to your dreams pile too. Your dreams, you might be doing a lot of healing in your sleep. Okay, we have Palo Santo Guardian, and it's in reverse, and it's number 55. And 55 is in numerology, I think that's a master number, but 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10, the 0 plus 1 just equals 1. So this kind of goes into this idea of this coin, this angel-given new beginning. But Guardian's in reverse. It's almost like, are you going to trust this new beginning even if it's given to you? Because you've been through so much. Are you going to trust this new beginning even if it's given to you by angels? Because we have free will, right? We have free will. Just because something is presented in front of us doesn't mean that we need to take it, especially if we've been through times of being hurt before. So let's read 55 out of the book. Okay. Palo Santo Guardian. And Palo Santo, this is Palo Santo. This is a very, this is an energy clearing tool. It's very similar to incense, but it burns for a shorter amount of time. Oh, it smells heavenly when you burn it. It smells amazing, but it's really good at warding off negativity. It's very good at clearing energy. It is a powerful tool to clear energy, to clear hurt, to clear your space and your mind, your heart, your being. So we have the reversed version of this. We have dormant gifts, living in the past, latent abilities, karmic inheritance. So I'm honing in on living in the past here because you're reflecting about what's happened to you in the past and you're deciding to go forward. But here's the thing, it also says dormant gifts, latent abilities. These are gifts within you. These are gifts from the universe, gifts from your angels that maybe you aren't seeing clearly yet, or maybe haven't shown up in your life yet, or maybe you're so hurt. Maybe like past hurts have come up from your past that it's hard to see this new energy appearing in your life. You could have Mercury retrograde in Leo through your 7th house, so you could be an Aquarius rising. This could be through your 8th house. You could be a Capricorn rising and have Mercury retrograde through your 8th house. And that would cause a lot of depression symptoms, a lot of going back to things that we've struggled to transform and really honing in on those things that need to be healed, patterns that need to be healed. And we had ancestral inheritance in here, and that sounds like maybe you have people in your family who have been very heartbroken before, and you're actually healing some ancestral trauma around that might resonate for you. You know, if you've seen your parents' relationship fall apart, if you've seen that, if that relationship really hurt you, the dismantling of it. Oh damn, I could see that with the 6 of Swords in reverse, like having to go to and from different houses and like you hate it, and like just wanting this beautiful life but you just don't have it, and it makes you feel empty inside for some reason. My parents aren't divorced, so I don't know what kind of emptiness that causes because I've never gone through that. I have my own family trauma, but mine is not related to divorce. But even if you didn't see your family get divorced, you could have seen your parents fight a lot, and it just made you feel like, I don't know if blessings even exist. You could have a really just negative mindset, but your angels, they want you to trust this new beginning that's coming into your life. They want you to heal, so then when this arrives, you're ready to take it, and you don't mistrust your ancestors, your guides, your angels. You don't mistrust them. You know that this new beginning is actually from your angels because this coin itself has an angel on it. Okay, we have one more card. Wow, we have Shiva Transcendence. Prepare to step into your seat of higher awareness and conscious action. Prepare to step into your seat of higher awareness and conscious action. Yes. Once you heal this, once you heal more, you're going to be transcending this pain. And once you heal, you're going to be acting from this healed place where you're more trusting of the divine. Okay, I'm getting that an ending could be a divine blessing. You may be choosing to walk away from someone this Mercury retrograde, or you could be choosing to trust someone, but it's going to be a journey throughout this entire Mercury retrograde. Shiva. Is Shiva the destroyer? You are destroying the past. You're gonna come out of this Mercury retrograde in Leo as a new version of yourself that understands why you went through this. Like I said, sometimes endings are divine blessings. Because obviously what you went through in the past was way too much drama for you. But it may be really hard. You're going to be going through stuff to transcend the past. And it's okay to be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself while you're going through this, because there is a destruction of trauma happening within you. So then you can operate from a higher awareness, and that you can accept what your guides and your angels are trying to give you, which is brand new love. Which is brand new love that only feels like hope, and you have concrete evidence that that person loves you, or those people love you, or that community loves you. You are transforming. You are transforming a lot of emotions, okay? Because we have this trident. This makes me think of the ocean of Poseidon. And then we have the snake, and it's the year of the snake. It's like this is meant to be a very powerful year for you, where you are understanding your emotions, you are healing your emotions, where you are feeling your emotions. You may have shoved your emotions down for a really long time. Maybe you felt guilty that you still had to heal from things that happened in the past, even though you're in this brand new relationship. Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, no, don't shut out your feelings, because your feelings are guides to you. Your feelings are your guardians. You could be clairsentient, but your feelings are actually helping you heal. They're helping you transcend. So be patient with yourself. All right, pile 2, those are all the messages I have for you today. I hope that this reading helped. You are so protected by angels. They're watching over you during this healing time. And you are transcending, okay? Please be gentle with yourself, but also understand how strong you are, okay? Take your time with people. Try not to go off on people. Try to understand, like, I need some time alone, maybe more time alone than usual, and that's okay. So I'm not gonna rip people's heads off. I'm just gonna take time alone, if I need that. All right, pile 2, you have a beautiful healing journey in front of you during this Mercury retrograde in Leo, okay? Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the pocket watch, and this is actually a very old ancestral piece of mine. This actually came from one of my ancestors that I was partially named after, so that's really special that you were drawn to this piece of jewelry. This is also real gold. This is real gold. This is the only gold from the piles today that's actually real gold. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the other piles, but it's just like this is just a very special piece of jewelry. So let's dive into your tarot cards. We have the 7 of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse. Pile 3, you are tired of fighting. You are tired of fighting. You have been struggling. You've been struggling with burnout, I'm getting. This could be burnout. You've been struggling. You've been struggling with this mindset that has been very brutal. This feels like depression to me. This feels like dealing with grief that maybe has made you turn negative in a way. This is just dealing with a lot of stubbornness because you are tired, because you've been fighting for so long. It might feel like you can't catch a break. You always have to be on guard. You always have to be ready for the next battle. I'm getting that you just want to rest. You just want rest. You've been on guard for far too long. Let's look at this card. The King of Swords upright? What is this witchcraft? I love saying that. Pile 2. You don't have to try so hard. Do you know that? You don't even have to see to know the truth. Look how his eyes are covered. You don't even have to see to know the truth. That is how in tune you are. You don't have to try so hard. You've been trying way too hard to keep up some sort of power that you have just from breathing. Holy crap, you breathe strength. You exude strength. You don't need to try so hard. You come off as so together to other people. You might feel like you come off as weak to other people, or people might see that you are scrambling to keep things together, but they actually don't see that at all. They see you as someone who is very in tune. They see you as someone who is very wise. They see you as someone who knows their shit and is not to be tested. People might be afraid to tell you how they really think, or how they really feel, or what they really think, because you give off that much power. This is how you see yourself. This is how others see you. This is how the divine sees you. You may have ancestors who are empowering you. You have the blood of your ancestors. I mean, this Mercury retrograde through Leo, you are going to see just how strong you truly are and just how much you are set apart from others. How much people look up to you. How much people think you have it together even when you're crumbling. You're going to see that you don't even have to try to look like you have it together. People are going to, you might have people tell you how much they look up to you during this Mercury retrograde through Leo. Okay, this Mercury retrograde through Leo could be happening in your 1st house, your 7th house, your 4th house. It could be happening in your 10th house. But you shine in a way that is very strong. This could even be through your 11th house. I don't even know why. I'm just getting the feeling that others see you as very strong, and they are going to be very vocal about it. They are going to tell you that. People are going to tell you, hey, I really look up to you, or hey, you're really strong. And meanwhile, on the inside, you're going to be like, damn, that's crazy because I worked so hard to get to this point. Like, you don't even know how many times I almost just gave up. You don't even know how many times I thought I was gonna snap. Holy shit, pile 3. All right, let's look at this angel number. We have starting over. Intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, or personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Yeah, it's almost like you feel like you're failing. You feel like you failed, but you haven't at all. You haven't lost face at all. In fact, you're stronger because of this. In fact, you're starting over. Maybe you're scrapping the old way you used to do and think of things to be this new version of yourself. This is actually starting over. You may be giving up on a way of operating to start anew, and it may start with showing up to things less perfect and not being afraid of people seeing you as less perfect. And in turn, that makes people see you as more strong. What the actual hell? This is incredible. We have cacao initiation. Wow. So cacao is used in spiritual ceremonies. Do you see this person drinking it? And it's actually very powerful for the heart chakra. Look at this heart wearing a crown. This is, oh wow, this is Uranus and Venus. You're showing up to things in a brand new way that honors your heart, and you're not gonna try and keep it together anymore. You're just gonna be you, and that's gonna bring your community closer to you. People really are going to look up to you by you just being yourself. Next, we have chakra balance, peace. Through energy, breath, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace. Wow, so this could be a balancing act, because we have the King of Swords reversed and then the King of Swords upright. So you could be balancing energies within you, your boundaries. I'm getting your mind, your prowess, the way you wield your power. Do you wield your power in a really controlling way or in a way that allows fluidity? Energy, breath, and balance, fluidity like breath. This has a lot to do with air. You may benefit deeply from meditation, from breathing exercises, from just breathing deeply whenever you feel stressed. Let's read Cacao Initiation out of the book. It's number 38. And 38 in numerology has the energy of the number 11, which is a master number. And I always think of 11 as making our dreams come true. Cacao Initiation. Upright, initiation, spiritual chest, relevation, access to the cosmic heart, divine love, light beings, channeling language of light. You are divine love. You channel language of light. Didn't I say it's just the way you breathe? Didn't I say that earlier? That's so funny. We have breathing here and breathing here. It's like you just breathe strength. And now with that deepening of the message, you breathe light. This was a spiritual test. Am I going to accept failure as truly failure? Or am I going to accept failure as something that made me stronger and ready to go after my goals even harder? This is a spiritual test, and you're going to be starting over. Like, I'm just going to start over on this goal. Maybe I failed previously, but I'm going to keep trying. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. So with Mercury and Leo retrograde, this could be tied to expression, because I said in the intro that Leo represents expression, self-expression, creativity. So this could be linked to a creative pursuit that you tried so hard at, and then you failed at it, and now you're like, I'm just gonna show up as my imperfect self, and then bam, all of a sudden you're just more strong for it. You're starting again as someone who is stronger, someone who has themselves, not someone who's hard on themselves, not someone who's scrambling to make it look like they have it all together, but as a person who truly accepts who they are, even as imperfect. Because you are divine breath, you are the divine, you are love. And other people see you as that. They see you as so wise. They see you as a wise person in your community. And they're gonna tell you that. Because cacao is such a communal thing. You take that as a community. And it brings you closer together through the heart. You're gonna understand that you don't have to try so hard, that you can be peaceful, that you can go after your goals peacefully, because that's when you show up as the most yourself. You don't need to try so hard. Just be yourself. And that's what Leo is about in a way. It's not about the crowd, it's about the individual. And it can be about performing and performative kind of nature in a more negative standpoint, like a performative nature. And you're realizing you don't need to perform. You just need to be you. You just need to breathe, because you just need to breathe because you breathe confidence. You exude power and confidence. You just need to be yourself because others respect you so deeply. Your ancestors respect you, and they're filling you with the strength and wisdom to keep going. Be your quirky self. We have Uranus and Venus. You're meant to be different. You're meant to show up in the world as different because that's how you show up as your love. You don't have to try so hard, Pile 3. You just need to be yourself. And breathe and get back into who you are. Tap back into who you are. Meditate more. Breathe more. Take the time to breathe and feel your being more. Don't try and escape yourself. Don't scramble to escape who you are because you think that person is wounded. Your wounds, your failures have made you more strong. You are so wise, Pile 3. You are so wise. People see galaxies in your eyes. People just look in your eyes and they see this person. They see you. They see who you truly are, the strength of who you are and all you've been through and how you kept going. This is a spiritual test to keep going, to not give up. All right, Pile 3, those are all the messages I have for you today. I hope this helped and gave you some clarity and some strength and helped you on this journey. All right, bye, Pile 3. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Pile 3 was very short and sweet, so we'll see how your message comes through, but you chose this beautiful heart pendant with this like almost drop of blood coming down from it. So right away what I'm getting from this is like you have bled a lot from what you've been through, from what your heart has been through. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel like you've been going through heartbreak, like you have a pattern of heartbreak in your life. And look at the way it's kind of meshing with this root chakra emblem. It's almost like this has made you feel powerful in a way. There's power coming from your heartbreak. There's power coming from your love. You may have felt unsafe previously when it came to love, and now you're starting to feel powerful, like you can go through anything. All right, that's just the messages I'm getting right before starting your reading. So let's see what comes through. Oh, okay. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles upright. Okay. You have had really strong boundaries and really tough defenses up, and now they're starting to come down. Your walls are coming down, and you're starting to give yourself to others more. You're starting to give of yourself more freely. You're starting to open up more. And this has been hard. This was hard for you in the beginning. You used to think that your boundaries and you being alone and you having such a strong walls around you was your strength. But now you're kind of seeing that what you give to others, how you show up when it comes to others, is actually your strength. That's beautiful. What you have to give is becoming more of your strength. We have the Empress and the Hermit in reverse. Yes, you are coming out of solitary confinement, I'm hearing. You're coming out of solitary confinement because you have realized so much about yourself, about the world, about what you're capable of. It might have been through what you've been through in the past, and now you're ready to share that and embody that. The power, the royalty within you. You're ready to share that with the world. You're ready to share that with others that you care about, at least, if not the world. You are so powerful. I was getting that. How powerful you are. How powerful you feel. And this is Venus right here. This is Venus. She's wearing her heart right next to her. It's open, it's exposed. And yet she's sitting strong. Even though she's been hurt in the past, you used to have these walls up. You used to want to just be alone. And now you're done with that. Your walls are coming down and you're sharing your heart freely, but you still know that you are so strong. It's like nothing can shake you. It's like Go ahead, hurt me. I've already been hurt in the past and I got through it. Didn't I get that in the beginning? I can get through anything. Wow, let's see what this is. We have 666 reflect. Okay, so I actually just did a reading on TikTok about the number 666 and how everyone thinks that it is like a number about the devil, but it's not. The number 6 reminds me of astrology sign Virgo. And Virgo is a sign about poise, is a sign about health, is a sign about service to others. And you are being of service to others in one way or another. I feel like it's just by showing your vulnerable, beautiful self, sharing information, sharing words of wisdom. What's the word I'm looking for? When you build people up, like you're building other people up. It's like you're helping people from your throne. You're like a ruler that actually loves and helps her people instead of a ruler that just is cold and wants to be alone. You're sharing your light. You're giving your light to others to strengthen others because you are so strong in yourself. And that's what I'm getting from this number. It's like you are being of service to others. You are no longer being selfish. It's not like you were selfish before, but you were just really hurt. And it's like, I don't want anyone to take any more of my blood, of my life force from me. Like I've bled over being hurt before. I don't want that to happen again. But now, like, you're giving yourself more freely because you understand that love is more than just self-love and self-preservation. Love is giving to others. Love is a service in a way. Okay, damn, are some of you guys on OnlyFans? Fuck. Okay, that was just a side message. Some of you aren't, okay? That was just a side message. But you are showing up as your authentic self. And all of the healing and all of the light that you've embodied, you're showing up in that to give to others. And that's what you're going to learn through this Mercury Retrograde in Leo. You're going to drop your defenses more. So let's read what this card says. It says love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Wow. That is so beautiful, pile 4. You are using your compassion and your self-love to help others, to be a better person. You're letting your sensitive nature help others. You're not afraid to show up with your love sitting right next to you with everyone to see. You're not afraid of that right now. And that's a very Leo trait because Leos are, sorry, I just spit. Leos, they share their love, right? They share who they are because they're a sign about performance, expression, creative expression. You are showing that to others. You may be expressing your gifts, your talents, because they are a reflection of your deeper feelings, and you may have been too afraid to show them before, or maybe you didn't think anyone deserved to see that side of you. I don't know. You'll resonate with this in the way that works for you, but you're done with that now. We have fish pose, release. Wow, so we have had reflect, and now we have release. Surrender to your higher self and release all judgments. You are becoming a more loving, accepting person. And you may need to be for the line of work that you're getting into. You may need to love and accept others, even though they're imperfect. But reflect and release. You're changing. You're releasing this need to protect yourself almost to your own detriment and other people's detriments. Next we have rhodiola. Rhodiola, enchantment. Look at this unicorn. And it came out in reverse, so we're gonna read what this card means in reverse. Sorry if it gets out of focus every once in a while. And this is number 37, and 3 plus 7 is 1 in numerology, because 3 plus 7 equals 10. The 0 cancels out because 1 plus 0 is just 1. So this is all about a new beginning. This is a new beginning of who you are. So this Mercury retrograde in Leo, you are going to be stepping into a new version of yourself that is more open, that is more freely giving, that gives to others. You better others, because you are so strong within yourself. What you've been through has made you strong. You're letting down the walls. So, reversed, overly analytical, unenchanted, unable to express thoughts, emotional blockage, self-absorbed. I was saying that there's some sort of like, what was I thinking? Like, it's not selfishness though. It's just that you've been through so much that like you're just geared towards self-preservation more. And maybe that makes you overly critical, like, oh, I can't show my true self to this person, or I'm not gonna come out of hiding for this group of people because they don't get me, or they're this, they're that. And you're kind of letting go of that so that you can share your gifts and step into who you are and be enchanted again. I mean, look at this unicorn, right? Unicorns are all about individuality. They're about being your weird self, in a way. So you're embracing that. You're letting down the walls to embrace a part of you that is more open. Look how open she is. Look how open she is. She's putting her heart out, her chest out in this card. And for some reason, the number 6 reminds me of the heart chakra. I don't even know why, it just does. It reminds me of the color green. It reminds me of the heart chakra and Virgo. It's about being of service to others and loving others, giving others the benefit of the doubt again. Not judging everyone too harshly. So during this Mercury retrograde in Leo, you are going to be releasing the walls you've put around yourself, and you're ready to be the true you and show everyone the true you. Because that's where your power is. Your power is when you don't hide yourself. Your power is when you embody yourself. You could be releasing self-judgment. You could be releasing perfectionistic tendencies that you've had about yourself. And you're realizing, I'm actually a really great person. I've released a lot. And I'm ready to stop being judgmental towards myself and just embody myself. Even if it includes accepting everything I've been through that made me so closed off and hidden. Pile 4, you are transforming into a more powerful version of you, and that's through your ability to be the you that has been hurt and grown from that hurt. Okay, that is so beautiful, Pile 4. I'm going to leave you with that message. The messages today have been really short and sweet, so I really hope that resonated. Let me know if this reading still worked for you, even though it was so short. Usually my readings are like 20 to 30 minutes, and I feel like these readings have been like 15 minutes to 20, so I want to know kind of if you guys like how short they are. I don't know, if you kind of like getting a mix. But those are all the messages that I have for you today, Pile 4. Take care.